of 2026. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So what's going on for the current energy? Current energy for today. All right, so we have the Five of Cups at the bottom, Three of Pentacles reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. There's some type of illusion that's going to backfire. Yeah, there's some form of illusion that's going to backfire on someone. This could have something to do with a marriage. Two females in reverse. Uh-huh. There's two females in reverse doing something deceptive. What it looks like. This is connected to a lot of corruption involving a marriage. And whatever these individuals are trying to do involving this marriage is going to get caught. So whatever these individuals are doing involving a marriage are caught. There's two females that keeps on doing something deceptive. Two of them. Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Pentacles reverse. This is a Queen of Cups. And you have a Queen of Pentacles reverse. There's something off about this marriage, bro. I'm telling you, with the Moon card, things are not what they seem. Clarify that. Clarify that. Ace of Swords. So that's the truth. So there's a lot of clarity. Covert clarity is what I'm hearing here. With the Moon card and the Ace of Swords, it's a covert clarity. Like I said, someone's already covertly caught. The Moon and the Seven of Swords being here, the Seven of Swords in reverse, that's covertly being caught. What is this that's covertly being caught? There could be conversations being caught too. Some type of bribery. Something involving financial transactions. Two females are being caught trying to cause a masculine problems, what it looks like. Two of them are being caught causing a masculine problems and benefiting off of a marriage. There's illegal benefit fraud or something to do with it may not be identified as that, but there's illegal benefits being made off of a marriage between two females. Two females are benefiting off of something. Mm-hmm. Fucking losers. There's authority figures that got these two caught here. There's two of them in reverse. I'm telling you, two of them. They're getting caught for illegal benefits. These individuals are sharing benefits between one another. They're not in a connection together. They're just manipulating something with a marriage for benefits. This involves a lot of underhanded deception, and there's something that's getting caught with identity theft too. A female may be trying to use a masculine's identity. She's caught for that too. This is all connected to some illegal benefits here with the Six of Pentacles. I'm not really getting that this gonna be resonating with a feminine situation. This could be a man that could be going through that. Or hell, some of you could be a female. There's two feminines here benefiting illegally off of a marriage. That's what's hidden. That means this marriage is not real. It's not legit. It's illusion surrounding that. They're also caught for trying to cause innocent person problems too with this fucked up marriage. Are there authority figures that are aware of this? Yes. They are aware of somebody from your past that's in a marriage. hmm They are aware of that. People from your hometown, there's authority figures from your hometown with the Six of Cups that are aware of that. They are aware that this is someone from your past that's connected to doing this to you. This is also proving you to be innocent too, with the Six of Cups energy. So yeah, this is someone from your past. They also know that you treated this person good. Yep. They know that you treated this person with kindness and greatness. And this individual's continuously fucking someone over and over and over and over and over. They can act like they walked away from you, but yet this is all being done to try to get you in trouble. And they think that this is covert with the moon. They think this is covert. It's not covert. They know that you treated this individual with kindness. Someone don't like the fact that someone left you in a cold the way they did in order to do this to you. This really upset somebody in authority, what it looks like, because they could have felt some kind of way about you. But this is someone that you didn't have a connection with. There's an authority figure that could have felt that way. You didn't have a connection with them. And for some of you, they have just a few of them that knows that you treated this individual great. And there's something that keeps on being done with this individual trying to manipulate this with the moon card in order to benefit off of that. What's the purpose of this marriage? Clarify that. To keep something in the dark here. They could be also manipulating something involving children with the sun reverse. Leo energy. Some of you could be a Leo going through that. They're relentlessly manipulating things involving children. The Six of Cups represents that too. This is what these two females are doing. They're doing something highly illegal, bro. I'm telling you. Two of them are engaging in those practices. Manipulating benefits, but there's something that's being done that's very deceptive and very illegal. They don't want this exposed Tower reverse Scorpio energy. They don't want this exposed about what they're manipulating, what they're keeping in the dark. That's all right. It's already caught, bro. Don't worry about that. It's already caught. What's this that's called? Clarify the Seven of Swords reverse. Manipulating the narrative. Exactly. Manipulating the narrative. It's all about getting people to see things for what they're not with illusions. They're caught for manipulating the narrative and trying to relentlessly use this marriage in order to have someone's love life sacrificed. Ooh, it ain't gonna work though. It ain't gonna work. So this is being purposely created and done to fuck with someone's love life to keep them single. To try to get them to be painted out to be a bad person, right? So they could continue to be unfit parents. This is stupidity right here, but this ain't nothing but stupidity on what these individuals are doing. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's individuals in authority that are aware of this activity being done to this innocent person. So it's not hidden. So that's the good thing. This ain't hidden from authority. It's not hidden from them at all. I'm also getting if these individuals think that they signed some form of contract to think that authority figures are going to provide them with some type of covert help and protection, they could turn on these individuals. They're gonna turn on them and use this shit against these individuals. Watch. This is all gonna come out because at the end of the day, the law is the law. The law is the law. And if some of you out there are intuitive with the moon card, some of you could be a cancer, don't have to be a cancer. If you are intuitive, you make damn well sure you bring it to these individuals' awareness of what you know. Because that's gonna cause them no choice but to for them to know that you know about it. You keep on bringing that up to their awareness. As I said, you know what they're doing. You know exactly what the fuck's going on is taking place in this marriage. You let them know that you know about it. These individuals ain't gonna be sitting there keeping you single. I mean, this can also resonate with feminines too. So for the feminines, this could be a King of Cups and a King of Pentacles. That's in reverse. For the feminines out there, to the ladies, a lady. Because you know you had the ladies out there that go through that too. Ladies. Lady. Some of you may have a Cancer moon. So that's going to make you very intuitive. You can have either a Cancer rising or a Cancer moon. Yeah, if you got a yeah, if you have a Cancer moon, you're gonna be highly intuitive. You know what else this energy is giving me the vibes of with the moon card? Someone that could be perceived as a moon goddess, someone that worships the moon, that does moon rituals with the moon card. This individual is highly intuitive. Yeah, highly intuitive. Some of you out there, you got a witch and scared. You scared the hell out this witch. Come, to tell you why, because they're intuitive. Some of you have a witch scared. But guess what? They kind of thrive off of that. Like they like being at that energy because they find that to be attractive. Because it's hard to fucking scare them. It's hard to scare them. Why you think they mess around with all these dark moon rituals? Bro, for you to put someone in fear like that, not intentionally, but for you to know things, if you don't have to have a Cancer moon, but if you somebody that's intuitive, you know things that are under the surface that you can't physically perceive, that's gonna scare a lot of people. This person right here knows you're intuitive. If you are one of those people, your intuition terrifies the hell out this moon goddess. hmm And this moon goddess try to project themselves through some of these individuals in order to try to have a connection with you, and yet couldn't all the way form a connection. They're used to astral projecting. And got the nerve to sit there and hide. This individual right here likes to astral travel and the astral project. They like to project themselves through mirrors too. Yep. Clarify the moon. Five of Swords reverse. Yeah, these individuals really don't know how much has been uncovered. This was covertly uncovered. Look, there it is again. This is covertly uncovered. They think that they're gonna get away with this, but they're not gonna get away with nothing. This could actually lead to these individuals' arrest with the Five of Swords reverse because of a lot of crime being committed within this connection. All these individuals are doing are benefiting off of that. That's money. Six of Pentacles is money. That's illegal benefits. So clarify these two females. First, clarify the Queen of Water reverse. Sagittarius. Something's off about this Queen of Water reverse. Something is off. Something is off. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles reverse. This individual ain't been listening to their intuition at all. Their intuition has been feeling something very heavy, something that's bad. They've been continuously getting a bad feeling, and they have been ignoring that. But this is the result of them ignoring that. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Strength reverse. Leo energy. So you got both reversals here. Sagittarius and a Leo. Oh, so oh, damn. This right here is weakening these individuals' protection. Wow. Yep. There's something being manipulated with two individuals here. And there could also be two other people behind that. Sagittarius Leo energy. Uh-huh. Relentlessly manipulating something, I tell you that much. But they're caught though for manipulating the narrative. With the strength card being a reverse and the temperance being a reverse, these individuals ain't got no more strength. They don't have any more power to keep on continuing with this illusion. They've lost all their power. Yep. I'm also getting both of these females have hidden enemies. This give me the vibes of hidden enemies. While these two are trying to cause harm to somebody, like they got two individuals that are sitting there that may be accumulating a lot of things with the Ten of Hearts reverse. Whatever this is, like this right here is a trick with the Wheel of Fortune. There's something that's shifting that's gonna catch them unexpectedly. With the Seven of Swords and the Patient Man reverse, there's a shift taking place covertly, and it's gonna happen unexpectedly with these individuals getting caught trying to manipulate a narrative involving a marriage with nothing but illusions. Hmm. Yep. This Queen of Cups is not protected, and this individual over here that thinks that they're gonna strong arm a situation, they ain't protected either. Cause you possibly got other people behind the scenes working against this with the Three of Pentacles reverse. Give me a closing. 12, 12 as I'm saying that. Give me a closing message. Stupid motherfuckers. Closing message. This is fucking stupid. What these individuals are doing is stupid. Closing message. Four cup traverse, the star reverse, Aquarius energy, five of cups, two of wands. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, this ain't going nowhere. It's chariot reverse, Cancer energy, Leo energy with the sun reverse, three of wands, six of wands, knight of swords reverse, ten of pentacles, four of swords, seven of pentacles. Look, didn't I tell y'all, some of you out there, you may know this with the psychic card? Look at that. You already know what's going on. The ace of pentacle reverse, six of cups reverse, and the six of swords. Some of you, your intuition could have saved you and gave you a victory. It's all about your intuition. That's the high priestess energy. Your intuition protected you. Like I said earlier, some of you out there, you got a deep inner knowing what's taking place. You already know what's going on. You just keeping it to yourself. You know a lot of things about the situation. Yep. This is fucking stupid. They ain't getting nowheres with it with a chariot reverse. Nowheres. And believe it or not, people ain't really happy either with the sun reverse. People ain't really happy. They're not. Someone's also being seen as an unfit parent that they don't care about their son with the sun reverse. All these individuals are worried about is money, 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 money with the ten of pentacles. That's all they worried about. That's all right, because it's gonna catch up to these individuals, bro. Because somebody's also upset the fact that they had the world. They had somebody that's very genuine, which is you, and they sat there and left you for a bullshit ass connection that don't even resonate with them for money. This is really pissing one of these individuals off. I'm also getting one of these individuals could have been superficial themselves. They could have thought money was everything all at one time, but it really ain't. When you got a great spirit, especially if you're one of these individuals, it may be intimidating that you know a lot of things, but still, though, you can't help that. That's a God given gift, bro. You can't help that side. Oh yeah, yeah. Excuse me, Lord. Hello, excuse me. Can he turn that side? Can he turn that side off? It's like, Lord, look, I don't want that side. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna say, hey, he's gonna amplify that side even more as I say, hey, that's a gift that he blessed you with. You know what I'm saying? He gonna sit there and amplify the effects of that side even more. As I say, you're a divine being. You have that power. Use that power when necessary. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like this energy thinks that they can sit there and use someone, sit there and be users. That's basically all this is doing right here with this Ten of Pentacles energy. Someone much rather put themselves in despair and degrade themselves and to try to get in the way of your freedom with the chariot reverse, to try to hold you back and cause delays for you. But yet, all this is doing is giving you a victory with the Six of Wands and upsetting a lot of people with the Five of Cups. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, because people see who you really are. You're not about the money. And you ain't no toxic individual to start with. You deserve to have a family. And whenever it comes down to it, when it's your time to have a family, you're going to have someone that's going to really sit there and love you for who you are, not for what you have. They give a shit less about what you have. Like, you got a nice car. They don't care about none of that. Believe it or not, some of you out there having your future as someone that is not a people pleaser, but when it comes to the right one, they'll do anything for you. Anything. But to other people, they wouldn't do shit like that for other people. They'll sit there and have an attitude because it ain't the right one for 'em. This would be someone that would fold the clothes out of nowheres or sit there and do something genuine for you just to do it. So I'm getting out this Ten of Pentacles energy. It may be hard to believe, but they have people out there like that. But this is someone you at least expect because other people, it's like this person gets aggravated with other people. They don't like other people being nice to them either. That pisses them off and runs them off. Not saying that people got to be mean to the individual. They just don't like this needy fucking energy. They don't like that. Not saying you have to sit there and be mean to them 24/7. There's just an energy. Some people have the energy and frequency to where their energy gives off the vibes of detachment. Therefore, means they cannot be manipulated at all. And believe it or not, some people that may be in the opposite energy of kind of being a control freak or manipulator, they respect that at the fact that this individual can't be controlled because they feel a sense of security and they feel it's like a huge sense of security with them. It's like this makes this energy feel secure. They feel safe and knowing that they can't manipulate this person. They feel you someone that can be trusted. I don't know why it's giving off that energy, but that's how they feel. They know when it comes down to it, you'll be an awesome protector. You're reliable. Yep. So why am I getting that this individual may have somebody, there may be somebody that comes along that has a tendency to not be a people pleaser, but when it comes to the right one, they'll do anything in the world for 'em. Nine of Pentacle diverse. Okay, so some of you out there, you may not be single for long with a Nine of Pentacle diverse. Clarify the nine of pentacles reverse. Nine of sword reverse, so that's a good sign. It's because you don't make this individual feel secure financially. They feel secure on a psychological level. You're able to mentally, intellectually stimulate this person. Remember how I told you earlier, like some of you out there can scare the hell out of someone with a nine of swords, but at the same time, they don't find financial stability from your energy. They find mental comfort from your energy. It's like you having this intimidating energy about you also makes this individual feel secure. You know how rare it is to scare somebody like this? Rare. They don't feel secure over the finances. They feel secure on a mental level. That means emotionally too. This person could care less about money. Is this a mental intellectual stimulation level? Father reverse. Could be a slight possibility it is, but you get them in the energy to where they don't have to worry about, so like this person could suffer father issues. It's like you provide them with things that may have been lacking within their a father figure of theirs. Or it could be a mother figure. But they could deal with father or mother issues with that father card being a reverse. You definitely put this individual in energy to not worry about none of that. So it's the things that they couldn't provide for them. You have that energy, but it's like you may also remind them of this father figure or mother figure. So you remind somebody they dad or they mom. But different though, but you got some type of traits to where they feel that security. But this triggers the fuck out of this individual. Two of Pentacles. They just basically have a hard time balancing out their reality from it's like this individual gets in their mind and overthinks things way too much. They overanalyze everything and contemplate a lot of times, and that right there could create a lot of wishy-washy energy with the two of Pentacles. So to other people, it's like this individual playing they always play at games. Cause these individuals are needy, bro. Like they're desperate for attention. They can't make it on their own. And this just pisses this individual off. This runs this individual off. So what else is going on with this energy? The moon, again, Cancer. This is something that's hidden. This person that this person that's in this energy, they hide this side of themselves. They hide that. And there's a lot of fear within this individual having fear of the unknown with the moon card. They have a huge fear of the unknown. Some of you out there may amplify the effects of the unknown and they don't know how to handle that. It's like they're scared of their own fucking shadow. Oh, so you bring this individual shadow side out. Hmm. That's like the flip side of that moon energy, there's a deep reflective surface. So you reflect this individual shadow side, and this scares the fuck out of them. That also drives this up to the surface. This individual could feel hella like agitated with the moon card. They could get agitated. Something very significant about they could feel unexplainable agitation. Not with your energy, but there's something that you're able to reflect that they keep on trying to run from. And it's like your energy, you having that reflective vibe about you, tends to drive this up to the surface. And this right here, they don't know how to handle that. But at the same time, they get off by that because they love feeling that way. Like it angers them and agitates them to the point to where they find that like appealing, attractive. Because it's hard for bro, like it's not just anybody that can do that to have that effect on this person. King of fire. So it's like there's a very intense energy, heavy on that Mars energy, Aries energy. There's a very heavy Mars energy coming through Scorpio, Aries, very heavily. There's a heavy Mars energy. Clark, why am I channeling a heavy Mars energy? Because it is Knight of Cups. It is. That right there is a lot of passion too. Yep. Heavy on that Mars energy. That creates a lot of fiery passion, a lot of fiery intensity. It's a lot of intensity. Five of Pentacles. That also creates a lot like it's like the Five of Pentacles energy is all about going through hard times, being left out in the cold. But it's like this is an energy of a sense of nostalgia at the same time. Like going through hard times like that, feeling that much of intensity with the Five of Pentacles creates this nostalgia feeling that they can't forget. It's like this is an energy of imagine you and this individual because there's two people in this card on the regular tarot cards. That imagine two people being together through a lot of all of this hard time, all of this chaos, and you go into a bunch of abandoned places together, and you just sit there together when there's nobody else around. There's nobody else around that's there, but just the two of y'all. You don't have to be in a nice home. You could be sitting out there with it snowing, blizzard weather, or out there like in the wilderness when it's summertime, it's hot. You could just be sitting up there. You could build your cottage in the woods or build your own house out of trees. Like you know, they got some of them creative videos on YouTube to where they build their own cottages. The both of you could sit there in the energy like this and be just as happy. You could both be away from society and be happy. Just being in the synergy right here would feel like they have everything. But to other people, this would be this poor energy with the Five of Pentacles. Poverty. But at the end of the day, bro, it's all about the soul, who you are. Don't you know you could be one of these individuals in this energy and pull in one of the most highest quality people out there that can have a lot of money? But even though it's not about money, like you know how they got like somebody could be struggling and they have someone out there that may be a celebrity. It's like how the fuck that person was able to pull in that individual. It's magnetism. It's a natural magnetic match because opposites attract. It's a push and pull mechanism, but it's the right frequency. That way it don't drive each other away like that. It's the perfect frequency like this to where it's like a push and pull like that. And yes, you're gonna feel intensity. It's not gonna be comfortable. It's not gonna be all sunshine and whatever else. That's what I'm mainly getting out of this reading. Some of you, your intuition already knew this. Aquarius, Pisces energy, Cancer. Your intuition could be the main cause of you getting a victory over this. With the Six of Wands, you made the right decision by investing in on trusting your intuition and getting information on this situation with the High Priestess. Your intuition saved you from a disaster. This situation has put you in your power even more and has had you listen. There was a lesson that some of you out there may have had to learn. You may have been at one time not trusting your intuition, but this was a lesson for you to learn at what intuition really is and what it's not. This situation helped connect you back to yourself. Now you know what intuition is because it was used all this time to protect you. Damn, Dad, that just gave me the chills. So give me one last final closing message. You know what I'm saying? Ten of Pentacles reverse. Bro, it keeps coming out. Look at the moon card. Bullshit ass connection. Five of Cups. King of Water reversed. Star reverse. Look, they keep coming out reversed. The same cards. Eight of Cups reverse. Look at that. They're not listening to their intuition, brother. This right here is illegal. They're not listening to their intuition. They're not. They're not listening to their intuition. The patient man, this is going to be the same thing that possibly sacrificed this individual's freedom because of doing illegal shit inside of this Ten of Pentacles reverse. They're not listening to their intuition, bro. High Priestess reverse. This person ain't been listening. The Star reverse, that's all on them, bro. This ain't got a damn thing to do with you. And authority figures can respect somebody for trusting their intuition to not even be involved in this shit. It takes a strong person, bro, to walk away from someone that's not meant for you. It takes a strong person to walk away. This person fell right into a trap. Whoever left you for this bullshit ass connection fell straight into a trap. They ain't been listening to their intuition. High Priestess reversing the moon card? Nope. Six of Swords reverse, refusing to leave, refusing to acknowledge the fact that they can make it on their own. Ten of Swords, this right here is going to curse this individual's love life for a long time. This is a curse. This connection ain't real. No, with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, this is going to curse their love life for a long time. Ace of Pentacles, why you have something new coming in. The Tower reverse, Scorpio energy, messenger water. Someone may want to apologize to you. Some of you may feel as if you can't escape this illusion that's relentlessly trying to hold you up to a situation. But this is something that they're not going to be able to get out of. Something's reversing. Because in reality, these individuals are the ones that are wrong for trying to keep you involved with something that you don't have any connection to. Someone may be very apologetic toward you. With the message of water, you don't have anything to worry about. Pisces, Scorpio energy, Cancer energy again. Double on the Pisces. Aquarius energy again. You don't have like this individual sat there and cursed their own love life with the Ten of Swords and the Moon. You was able to avert a disaster by you trusting your intuition, by not running behind this individual or chasing behind them. Saved you. They fell into that trap. Damn, go on. Somebody sit behind the scenes. Look, they sitting there. They proud of you. Yeah, they laughing. They got a smirk on their face. Nine of Cups all about sitting there with their arms crossed. They sit there. They smiling at you while also smiling at these individuals. This will be the person to like if there's an intense argument or there's a lot of intensity, they would try their hardest to not laugh. And yet it's like they don't think it's funny, but yet they would smirk at the same time. Bullshit. They know they want to laugh. This will be an individual where in the mid part of a intense situation, it's like ooh, like that, and they'll laugh. It's like, ooh, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Mm. That's who's in this energy right here, I'm telling you. Mhm. And they can't do shit about it but sit there and have an awkward moment of trying not to laugh, but yet end up laughing anyway. Laugh anyways. It's like they try to be mad, but yet they laugh and it's like it's like they try to laugh. It's like they try not to laugh, and yet they try to get it mad and stay mad, but yet they gotta laugh. It's like it's an uncontrollable laugh, and it's all awkward, and they don't know really how to deal with it. That's how you make somebody feel through this situation. It's like this would be the same individual that would have like a half smirk on their face as I say, "Hey, funny." That's not funny. I don't think that's funny. Bullshit. Why they smiling? And it's like you keep like it's like you egg it on as I say. Well, what? Why is there a smirk on the face then? And it's like eventually be like whatever. This individual get really mad, and yet something out of nowhere is would cause them to start smirking while they're upset, and yet it's an awkward feeling knowing that they can't stay upset, and they gotta sit there and have a smirk on their face all at the same time. Yep. That's when you tell them, go ahead, go right ahead. They see that laugh wanting to manifest, go right ahead. Can't hide that shit from you. But anyways, this is what I have for the reader. This old bullshit washed up connect. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I say that this bullshit washed up. So in reality, this is what the curse is. It ain't on you. It's on a complete different other situation. Damn. All by not listening to their intuition, suppressing their intuition over and over and over and over and over. Refusing to walk away. Refusing to walk away. Refusing to walk away. Lady, lady. It's funny how I say lady. Lady. Refusing to walk refusing to walk away. Two of swords reverse. It's like they have clarity on what's going on, but they're surprised. It's like they much rather all this right here. This individual just walked into a straight up curse, a trap. This connection is a trap. This individual ain't been listening to their intuition that they're with a perverted individual to start with. Somebody's a fucking weirdo. That's basically what it is, bro. This ain't nothing but negative energy that's on this individual. Yep. Things ain't what they seem with the Ten of Pentacles being in reverse. Things ain't what they seem. And some of you out there, you over there single and happy with the Nine of Cups. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Like there may be people that want to apologize, message of water. With the Tower card being in reverse, this is going to backfire and reverse on this energy. Because in reality, they're the ones that are connected to this at trying to. It's like this individual can act like there's something, but they're really not. At trying to get in the way of your love life. Try to prevent you from moving on. They try to curse your love life. Well, this right here is gonna come back and possibly get them in trouble. I'm also getting that you will receive information on this. You will be notified, and you will be able to receive information on what has been being done with involving this connection. When it comes to you, that didn't have anything to do with it, and what it was that was trying to hold you up to try to keep you from moving on. This was a sacrifice that this bullshit situation ain't nothing but a sacrifice. That once again that they're part of because they're involved and still with it with the Eight of Cups reverse, refusing to walk away, refusing to walk away, not listening to their intuition. So these individuals respect the hell out of somebody for you listening to God's voice. When God told you don't go back to that individual, don't bother running them down, you did the right thing. And whoever has been causing illusions with a catfishing account, because I kind of got that earlier with that energy. Whoever has been doing that with a catfishing account, they already know that this is coming from somebody else. It's like coming from you. This sacrifice and curse is going to stick to these individuals. Clarify that. Yeah, the message of air. It's giving me the vibes of an investigation too. Things being seen for what they are. Page of Swords of supervision. That's the energy of watching. Clarify the message of air. Yeah, this. Oh, you remember what I channeled earlier? These illegal benefits are being investigated. That's what's being watched. See that? They're being seen to be collecting illegal benefits off of this marriage, and they're accumulating evidence on it. They're investigating this. They're also investigating some scamming accounts too. There's extortion here, extortion and scamming taking place. That's on their investigation too. Ace of Wands reverse. That's all right, bro, because originally this gonna go back off on the individual that took this deal to have these benefits while being married. It's all gonna go back off on the one that keeps on taking these payments. It's also gonna go back off on a scammer too. Scamming. They know exactly who the scammer is. This is being identified as an extortionist. This could be an official abusing their authority. But I'm also getting this may be a sting operation. Hmm. Could be mixed in with a sting operation. They know exactly who's behind benefits and they know who's behind doing what. That single person over here that ain't connected to that ain't got a damn thing to worry about. That could be Aquarius or Scorpio, Pisces. They know who's doing what. They're watching it. They're paying attention to all this right here. They know who's doing what. Telling you. Clarify that. Queen of Wands reverse. Exactly. Somebody trying to control shit. Authority. Trying to control things. Uh-huh. Yep. The Hermit reverse fraud. They also know that this individual has been relentless in trying to have the wrongful person under false investigations due to this shit being done. That's another thing. Uh-huh. They know exactly what's going on, bro. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. Ace of Cups. Uh-huh. This is like a breath of fresh air for these individuals to have clarity on that. Hmm. Believe it or not, these individuals also see that the same individual that is in this manipulative energy has feelings for someone. But they're making a wrong decision by going about it this way. They're making a wrong decision because this right here is fraud. Hermit reverse. Nine of Swords reverse. So they clearly know what's going on. They know who's doing what. These individuals ain't about to blame shit on you. No, they're not. They know who's behind these scamming accounts. Uh-huh. Manipulating the hell out of a connection. So what's the cards of advice? They know who's doing what. Trust me. Look, coming out again. Queen of Fire reverse again. Lady. Lady. What's the cards of advice? King of Wands, Queen of Swords reverse, King of Water reverse, Seven of Pentacles. Oh, so someone's already been exposed for trying to piss off an air sign. Somebody tried to do something perverted to someone else, and yet everything is coming out about an argument that was being had between supposedly two people, right? Someone has been seen to be having an argument and pissing someone off in a very malicious way. This has already been seen. I'm getting that you don't really have to do much. Seven of Wands, you're already protected. By someone continuing to engage in these conversations or to continue to do this is exposing what's really happening. What has been done with another situation. Uh-huh. Temperance reverse. Trust in your intuition that you're protected. Look, message of fire reverse. Six of Pentacles. Uh-huh. This is a scammer, bro, with a Six of Pentacles reverse. Trust in your intuition that you're protected from a scammer. This scammer is actually getting things to go in your favor to protect you, is what I'm getting. All these messages on these fake pages will be exposed. You're not the one behind having disagreements with other people or doing something perverted with other people. This scammer has already been seen for what they're doing with the Two of Swords reverse. Strength reverse. Leo energy. Five of Wands. Yeah, look at that. Five of Wands. Four of Wands reverse. These individuals could be going back and forth with each other. They're also being seen to be causing problems in other people's connection. Home wrecker energy. Eight of Cups. Just keep walking away. These conversations have been seen to be coming from two people that are not really getting along with the Four of Wands. Or exactly. Four of Swords reverse. Trust your intuition that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. And these individuals are being seen to be doing this. Yep, you're protected. There's a lot of drama right now involving two individuals that may not be getting along with each other with the Four of Wands reverse. And they are being seen on scammer account. Scamming. Fake page. This has been seen. That's going to prove that you're not the perverted one behind these messages doing anything on a fake page. Yep. What these individuals don't realize by them engaging with this type of practice is protecting you. Because it's having things be seen for what they should be seen. Things are being seen for what they are. Two of Swords reverse, a lot of lies being exposed. And whoever's on a fake page are being seen to be on a fake page too, using a scammer account. All these conversations have been seen to be going back to these individuals that's on these scamming accounts. And this is some authority, bro. They're not getting away with this. Clarify the Two of Swords reverse. It's being seen that you are indeed a victim of a scam too, for some of you. It's also been identified that if some of you out there was going through a scam at your job, you have been scammed at your job. This is all being seen, but that you're a victim of a scam. And being seen to be scamming and doing this repetitively. Five of Pentacles reverse, and they're doing this, and this authority, they're being seen to be doing this while they're on duty. Oh, they could be fighting and arguing with this person while they're on duty too. Four of Pentacles reverse, fighting over money. fighting over possessions of things. They could also be in their ego as to say, "Oh, well, they're in this position, and it's you got these individuals fighting while they." Clarify that. The full reverse. There's something that feels off. Full reverse Aquarius energy. Yeah, this is stupidity right here with the full reverse. Something fell off a few seconds ago. But yep, trust in your intuition that you're protected. Eight of Cups energy. Trust that whoever has been doing things to scam is being seen for what they're doing repetitively. Who is this that's seeing that? A Queen of Water. There's a Queen of Cups that's witnessing that. Could be a Cancer feminine authority figure. Is this an authority figure? Or could be Attorney General. Is this an authority figure, this Queen of Water? Upright for yes, reverse for no. Yes, it is. Three of Cups, it is. Could be a Cancer lady. Oh, this person got strong feelings for somebody with the hearts being there. Damn. Damn. This person's a sweetheart, too. It's hard to come by individuals like this, bro. That's rare. Very rare. Knight of Cups reverse. This individual also knows that you got some jealous individuals like that. Like there's a jealous energy in your energy. This individual's been protecting somebody from a jealous individual. A lot of jealousy, envy, fraud. They have also been observing these individuals taking part one night stands too. hmm Five of Sword reverse. That's all been uncovered from this authority figure. And it's like they're sitting there laughing at these individuals because they know where you're going in your life. You could end up with this person for some of y'all. It ain't gonna be nothing on what these individuals keep on trying to manipulate with some bullshit ass connections. It's like they don't know whose love life they trying to tamper with or trying to curse, but it ain't yours. How does this Queen of Hearts feel about this the situation currently? She feels this is corrupt. She feels this ain't nothing but irresponsibility, corrupt. People just looking to get money and to feel like they somebody off this situation. She feels these individuals are highly unstable, ain't working shit. Mhm. She feels they're highly unstable, irresponsible, very corrupt. They feel like they like to use their authority in order to try to coerce. There's some coercion here. Coercion. She feels this situation is beyond corrupt. These individuals ain't doing nothing right. They ain't doing their job the right way. Some of them. The world. She also feels that this cycle is going to end with the world. She can feel intuitively that this cycle is going to be closing up shortly. That's closure. So why they feel these individuals are corrupt with the King of Pentacles diverse? Because of the message of Earth, because they got tangible proof on this. They got proof of financial transactions. hmm They're also trying to illegally benefit and profit off of youngins. That's another thing they got information on. Trying to manipulate things involving them with finances. Oh, this is corrupt. Yep, that's where the root of the corruption is with the justice reverse here. Yep, Libra energy. Somebody could be a Libra going through that. But yeah, that's where the root of the problem is right here. Clarify that. Knight of Swords reverse. See how they have air in reverse? It's all about something that keeps on being done through messages. Exactly. Over the air communication. Yep. Magician reverse. Another major arcana. These individuals keep on committing dishonorable acts. Dishonesty. This is corruption. But the best part about it, you ain't being held back because they're being seen for who they are. So what's the possible outcome for this these individuals that keep on engaging in these practices? The end in reverse, Queen of Swords reverse, the moon. This is an illusion. They're trying to create illusions if this ain't going. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Queen of Pentacles reverse, Knight of Swords, Five of Wands reverse. This cycle's ending. These individuals are getting more delusional and more delusional and more delusional as time goes on. They're going to become more delusional. It's the possible outcome for this person that has been going through this situation. Six of Swords. These individuals are not in the right state of mind to start with, bro. With the moon and the Seven of Cups, that's the outcome for them. They're lying to themselves, and it is delusional energy as if it ain't gonna end. That's an illusion they're living in, which is not reality. Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands reverse, Five of Swords. There's a lot of negative energy here. This is involving a lot of hostility, involving witchcraft. I do see a lot of burdens being released. Ignore these individuals, bro. Like, ignore them. If I was some of y'all, I'd get the fuck out of where you living at, bro. Just move. Get the fuck away from these individuals. Change your name, change your social security number. Get the fuck away from where you at. Some of you, I'd move overseas. Fuck these individuals. What's the cards of advice for this person? These individuals ain't gonna be sitting there trying to hold you back like that. What's the final cards of advice for this person? Some of you are being guided to trust in the Most High. You're being guided to execute God's law in this situation. If you are a spiritual person, use God's law. Because these authority figures ain't worth the fuck. Ain't none of them worth the fuck with this situation. None of them. None of them. Don't trust not a one of these motherfuckers. None of them. You trust in God's law. You obey God's law. You come up against these individuals. You trust God's law. You put Psalm 58 down upon these abusive individuals. And you keep on doing what you're doing. You ignore these pieces of shit so-called authority because they ain't got no authority. They're not God to start with. If you are a spiritual person, God's law shall be obeyed. You shall disobey these individuals all the way. I'm gonna tell it like it is. Fuck these individuals. They don't want to give you justice and do right by you, what they're supposed to be doing, then fuck these individuals. You go by God's law. You don't listen to not a damn thing of what they have to say or none of that. You disobey them all the way. You trust God's law. Turn your back on these authority figures. Turn your back on them. Do not trust them at all. Chances are some of you out there has been enlightened. The Most High has given you enough truth and clarity to see these individuals for what they are, even the higher ups. Don't trust not a one of these bastards. None of them. God will always protect you and have you secure spiritually, physically too. You listen to the Lord. I can't tell anybody what to do, but He's coming through very heavily. You trust in His law. You also stop contacting these individuals too to ask them for help. They ain't helping you. And God has been watching it. Trust that God is watching these individuals. He's gonna find a way to bring trouble these individuals' way eventually. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but he's gonna bring some problems these individuals' way that don't want to sit there and take care of this matter for you the proper way when it involves all of this. He's gonna find a way to make sure that things keep going in your favor. I'm here with this card. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. The Most High is telling you that you don't have a damn thing to prove either with the message of Earth reverse. They already know you done proved your innocence all the way. These weirdos that keep on trying to antagonize you to hold you up with a situation that be following you with a Six of Sword reverse, that's nothing but monitoring spirits. FBI ain't doing shit to stop these individuals, and he's telling you to ignore these individuals. Don't ever contact them again. You keep that collected as documentation because some way, one or another, could be years down the line, when things change permanently, when there's new people in there, when it's all redone, when the whole thing gets cleared, this could be years from now. You may get help then. But now, God's trying to let you know that this ain't going to get better. I mean, it is going to get better on his level, but with these specific individuals that's connected to having knowledge on what you're going through, they're not helping you. They're allowing these corrupt bastards to keep the cycle on going with the world reversed, and they're not doing their job the right way. It could just be one of them, or just a few of them that's not doing anything to have you protected. And God's telling you to don't worry about proving anything. You don't have to prove any type of, if this is a vehicle situation, don't worry about proving your dash cam or any of that. You ignore these individuals. You shut them out completely. That's going to teach these individuals a lesson. And you keep on praying Psalm 58 upon these individuals. You keep on praying that. You keep on like I'm also getting something very significant about, don't keep on explaining your rights either. Don't keep on bringing it up with the page of earth reverse, page of pinnacle reverse, what I mean. You keep on doing what you're doing and keep on being victorious. It's all about continuing, triumphing over all these obstacles with the world reverse. Do not trust authority at this time. Turn your back on them with the three of wands reverse because it's obvious that they're not doing anything to stop this cycle of nothing but lies and trouble. These individuals trying to cause you trouble involving your love life. Keep on keeping your protection high with the Most High here. Keep on praying to the Most High and pray Psalm 58 upon these individuals. Keep on praying that over and over and over and over and over. Psalm 58 that exposes corrupt leaders, corrupt authority, abuse of power, that prohibits that from your life. That'll run these individuals completely away from you, bro. It's going to happen on a spiritual level. And eventually they're going to get in the energy to where they don't even think about you anymore. They will go away. And you'd be surprised, I may draw in the right individuals with the Hierophant card. That's different than them. This could be someone from the internal affairs. It's going to be from a different institution with the Hierophant card. It definitely ain't gonna be one of these individuals. It's not. And I'm not sorry to break it to you either. I'm gonna tell you the straight truth. They're not gonna sit there and help you. But someone will. It just ain't gonna be them. It's not gonna be them. And God wants you to know that it's not gonna be them. God don't want you to sit there and wait either. He don't want you to sit there and wait. You ain't waiting on nothing. You ain't putting your life on hold so these individuals can sit back and act like they ain't nothing being done, but yet they got all the knowledge in the world of what's happening to you, what's being done to you. Let them sit with this cycle with themselves and go in a circle with themselves because you ain't doing this to one of his people. You're not. You're not going to brainwash them. You're not going to gaslight them. And you're not going to sit there and smile about it or laugh and think that this is a joke. You the joke at the end of the day for trying to screw one of his people. And yes, you will be identified and figured out for what you're doing, what you're allowing with this world reverse. Eventually, things will close in on the situation. You have the knowledge, you have the information, you also have the evidence. You're refusing to do your job the right way. You got trouble coming your way eventually. Because God's going to alert other people. His angels are going to bellow to work through other people to lead them and guide them towards this person's direction, and you will be figured out. You want to be a corrupt piece of shit? Well, God's law matters over these false leaders. Spiritual people don't obey corrupt authority. You understand me? We don't. You're not going to sit there and gaslight us either. You're not going to sit there and think that you're going to do what you want to do. You took up an oath, motherfucker. You understand me? You took up an oath to do your job to serve and protect people. To serve them, that means protect them. You ain't fit for the job. You're a loser. Now, since you want to put this individual in the energy to where they have to protect themselves, shame on you. Because it's going to draw attention your way. Why is this person fighting this injustice by themselves? Why are you not helping? Because you're a loser. You take money over people's protection. Oh, they're a spiritual person. Don't protect them. They're a spiritual person. Don't protect them. That should be the first people you should protect. Let me tell you something right now, bro, when it comes to this situation. God's gonna remove you out this individual's energy all the way. Because this individual ain't gonna sit around. If these individuals are thinking that this individual is codependent upon these individual protection, you bullshitting yourself. They're giving you plenty of opportunities to take the stand and step the fuck up and do something, and you're refusing to do it. This person ain't codependent upon your protection because you ain't providing none. None. And the longer you sit around this individual's energy, the longer you sit there and not do anything about it, the longer you sit there, you're going to keep being called out. You're drawing attention upon yourself to prove you are connected within this cycle with the world reverse. You can act like you don't know nothing. You can act like this ain't being done to this person. How come you being seen that's connected to this cycle? How come you being seen to not be doing your job the right way and taking legitimate documentation and using that as credible evidence to a situation? Why? Because you ain't fit for the job. You think you're gonna play with one of God's people? Play then. Play it then. See how far you're gonna get. Play it then, coward. Play it. You think it's okay for this individual to have their freedom manipulated when it comes to people being on fake pages, manipulate things with children? Huh? Shame on you for not stepping up, you bastard. Shame on you. You're gonna continuously be shamed when it comes to that. You got the evidence. Don't give me that bullshit because ain't nobody listening to what you got to say. You ain't nothing but a gaslighting piece of shit. that we see straight through. You are an enemy to this country, an enemy that is committing heavy leveled treason. We don't like you. You are enemy to this country. You know who really served and protected this country? You know who really serves and protects us? The Marines, Navy SEALs, military. That's the real ones that fight for our freedom. That's the real deal. You get involved with one of those branches, you the real deal. That's where the real bravery is. That's where the real protection is. Those people know what it's like to go out there and be in battle. They know what it's like to go out there to be in battle. I'm telling you. These clowns right here ain't doing nothing to close this cycle with the world reverse. And God wants you to know that these individuals have turned their back with the three of wands reverse. But He's also guiding you to turn your back on the situation when it comes to authority. Do not trust them. Do not trust them. Trust in God's law. I'm also getting, He wants you to trust in the U.S. Supreme rulings. That's your protection too. Trust in the U.S. Supreme rulers. You don't need no federal judge there. It's already been a sustained judgment, a sustained ruling. That's the judge that holds the right amount of authority that's under God's law. Because that judge that made that sustained ruling made it under God's law because that's the rightful judgment to protect your freedom. Some of you may not know about supreme rulings. Trust in the U.S. Supreme rulings. That's a judge that you can trust that has made that ruling. And it means it's a sustained ruling. You don't have to be in front of a federal judge for them to protect you. It's already granted under the U.S. Supreme ruling. And these individuals that's sitting up in there, bro, that don't want to do shit about these situations will be caught up eventually. Let them continue to not protect you or help you out. Let them continue with that shit. Watch what's going to happen. Because this is bullshit to start with. These individuals keep on manipulating things with finances involving youngins, bro, with children. And it's sickening what these individuals are doing. And these higher ups are not helping this person out the situation. You just give this situation a guide and watch what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and give a description on why you shouldn't trust authority. There's just a couple of them out here. Why is this person being guided to not trust authority at this time? We need a description, Lord. We already know why, but I want to see what the cards show. Bro, these ones that are refusing to step in and to protect this person, you're going to regret that. I'm telling you. You're going to wish you would have stepped up for this individual and protect them because by you being seen and not be doing nothing, you are showing your true colors, what you really about. Especially when it involves youngins. Bro. Shame on you. The devil, the sun, Four of Cups reverse. This right here is the underlying energy. Exactly. They're demons. They're demonic. They're demonic. Queen of Wands reverse. This coming up again. They're demonic. They're demonic. And these individuals, all they sit there and do is screw each other for promotions. And God's watching, but he's got his angels all over the situation. All these individuals do is whore around, sleep with each other, and screw each other for promotions. The world, it's all about money. It's all about money. They much rather fuck this fucking whore rather than help you out. If you're a man that's going through this, they much rather sit there and run trains on this fucking hole right here rather than help you out. But then guess what? This is gonna get caught. This cycle's gonna close because there's another agency that's gonna get involved and fire all these individuals that's connected to this bullshit. Watch. Watch. This is promotion energy, exactly. Six of Wands. They like to arrange meetings and screw each other. With the devil card, I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going on. It's exactly what's going on with this situation. This is promotion energy. Yep. That's all right. This little X-rated shit, this X-rated bullshit here, is gonna eventually hit the fan. Watch. I'm telling you. On the Psalm 58, Lord, expose this. Expose the Lord Jesus. Expose them. Put the right ones in position of authority that have morals, that have integrity, that actually represent protecting people. Get them in there. Get them in there so they can have the power and position of authority to take care of this problem. You need new people in there because they will be the ones to actually bring justice. That would be like, you know how they have a whole lot of corruption? That would be like me going up there and signing up and getting in there. Therefore, people will begin to be protected. I wouldn't put up with it. Somebody calls me, like I get a phone call come in, as I say, someone that's dealing with a serious situation. I would be in contact with that person the majority of the time. May not be all day every day, but they'll definitely have my contact number, and I'll sit there and provide them with any ounce of security that I could to make sure that they're okay. As I say, they need anything, they call me. Somebody fucking with you, I don't care. They start following you, call me immediately, and I'm coming down there. Make sure you get that on camera, the footage. Make sure you get that on camera and submit that as evidence to me. That's what I would tell them. Because that's going to show the intent behind these individuals and what they're doing. Violating and obstructing your Fourth Amendment, violating your right to privacy, and trying to intimidate you through the Title 18 USC Section 241. Collect that as evidence and submit that immediately. That's what I tell them. There's a put me on a job. I wouldn't sit there and play around with this situation. They don't have to be overly trying to do things to be perfect either. All they gotta do is get a cheap fucking phone, bro. It don't matter what kind of footage. As long as you got it on camera, that's all that matters. Get the plate number, get if you could zoom in and get the driver. Simple as that. Get all that documented down. And what happens is you start collecting that, you pass it to the FBI detectives. That's what you do. You send it to the detectives division. As I say, look, this is what came in from this individual. This is the camera evidence here. This is something for y'all to analyze. Pass it to the FBI detectives. This is the license plate. This is the time and day. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen then. They're gonna start investigating that, and they're gonna have enough probable cause to conduct certain taps. They could eventually get it to where they could conduct a wiretap and to conduct a physical investigation to see what this is connected to accumulate more evidence on it. That's how you do your job, bro. You don't sit there and fuck around with situations like this. You sit there, you do your job. Like I said before, what they're afraid of, giving somebody like me a badge? What you afraid of? Me doing the right thing? Standing up for people and providing them with protection? Ain't that what justice is supposed to be about? I could protect multiple people all at one time just by myself, bro. I don't need a group of agents to help me. If I was to be in that position, my psychic side could provide that multitasking ability. It don't matter if they got 10 people that come to me. Look, I got all of y'all. Don't worry about that. You got a problem with a situation, they phone me. Now, when it comes to procedures, you may need the assistance of other people, but in reality, I can handle protecting 10 people all at one time just by myself. I know how to do it. But when it comes to procedure, you need other people there to assist you in that protection. But still, though, bro, like it ain't that hard to do that. Collect documentation. You help the individual, you get evidence, you submit that to the detectives division, and they sit there and analyze what's being done. Therefore, they start accumulating probable cause to have certain things done when it comes to procedure. Therefore, they could go through a wiretaps. They could get to wiretapping. They could have a warrant signed off to wiretap these individuals and to get in the information. They like to know what's being done. They already got enough probable cause to prove that there is some illegal activity going on. They need the evidence. They need to accumulate more evidence on that. What's being done within these vehicles, what's being done within these businesses. There has to be an investigation that's going to further an investigation. And all while that's happening, that person that was being done that way continue to collect evidence. You tell them to continue to collect evidence, even though they may be building a case or sitting there accumulating a lot of things. Keep on documenting, keep on gathering, and keep on submitting that to the person that you originally called. That's for them to transport that all the way to the detectives division of the FBI. That way they can investigate it. They could analyze the details of what's going on. It's the analyzers in there. You got about a total of 7 to 8 of them, detectives. If I was ever in that position, I'd be the one walking in there to submit that evidence and hand deliver it to them. I wouldn't send that over no computer. I would make sure I have that on file, like a flash drive or something, and would turn that in as I say, look, there's some new evidence that came in. Instead of it just claiming to be followed. On this footage, they have the license plate numbers. They got the driver of the vehicle. This is the description of the vehicle. This is the time and place. All that's on the flash drive. That's how you protect somebody, bro. What's the matter? They're afraid of a real man stepping up in there, huh? And doing his job the right way. Give me that badge. I'll show you what bravery is all about. I'll show you what fidelity, bravery, and integrity is all about. Give me that fucking badge. I'll show you. Think this a game? You think I'm gonna play around with people's rights? Give me a badge and find out. Certify me in that department and see what's gonna happen. I'll show all these individuals what the real leader is. I'll make it up to the SAC, Special Agent in Charge of Investigations. Go ahead and try with me, bro. They got people out there like me that are willing to stand up that hard to be put in that position. Don't necessarily have to be the SAC, but to be put in there to have the certifications and authority to stop these type of situations. We can bring our psychic abilities and psychic side and our gifted nature and put that to work with having the legitimate authority. That way, hey, wiretaps could be conducted. If you being called to bug certain devices, you can bug with a court order. That means obtaining and accumulating evidence. Ain't that what the law is about? With a signed off proper sworn affidavit of a court order, well, just a general court order with a legitimate probable cause, and to accumulate things on a situation, not sit there and fucking sleep with people. You know what I'll tell a piece of shit like this that tries to bribe me or to try to talk me into keeping something under the radar? I'll tell them where to stick it at. I'll tell this bitch where to stick it at. And I have a recording device on me while they're trying to bribe and trying to try to get me to do things on an X-rated level just to try to keep something covered and play the hell out of them and trick them. As I say, okay, well that right there has been documented. You ain't about to sit there and have me get disrespect my body like that. Sit here for what? I could care less if it's $100,000. Money don't serve me, bro. You could take that and shove it up your backside. That's what I'll tell this bitch right here if I was in that position. There's not enough currency that I would take in order to ignore a problem involving children being harmed. You understand me? There's not enough money. There's not enough in this universe for me to ignore a problem like that. Matter of fact, you could get a warrant out for your arrest right now. I could arrest this like this individual to get arrested right then and there. I'd find everything in my power to have this individual arrested right then and there. Because of being that fucking egotistical, arrogant, and that nasty, and a disgrace to that badge. I'm just saying, bro. You want to be a real authority figure? Keep your privacy, like your parts as a man, and your pants, bro. You need to check yourself. For somebody to let this type of, I don't know if I can say that, but for you to let what's in between a woman's legs run you this way, bro, I have zero respect for you because you are ignoring a problem that is harming children and also harming other people when it comes to their civil rights being violated. You ain't got enough respect in your manhood to check yourself? If this will be me in this situation right here, this female will be told about herself, bro. She walk away feeling hella stupid and embarrassed. I'll tell her exactly how I feel about them, what I think about them. And that badge will be coming off. The uniform, all of that will be turned in because they will be leaving that position. You're not gonna sit here and use your body to avoid accountability. You will be that's more of a reason to be held accountable because you're nasty. You're nasty. What you're doing in this position is disgraceful and you're nasty. It's disgraceful and you're nasty. And you think that you're gonna offer me money for me to ignore a problem just because that's what you want to do? You ain't projecting that up on me. I got way much more integrity than a piece of shit cash $100,000. What the fuck is that? What is that? Nothing. There ain't no amount that amounts to ignoring the issue involving individuals that's involving children being harmed. You understand me, you witch? Message of Earth reverse. Benefiting and making money off of them, hurting them? No, no. That will not continue. Put somebody like me in the FBI or put me somebody like me in the detectives division of the law and watch how things transform. Certify me and give me a badge. That way I can have the permission to do things when it comes to the wiretaps and all that, when it comes down to it. And see what happens. You'd have individuals like this put in a place. They wouldn't exist anymore. They wouldn't exist anymore. They'll be out of there. I consider that a major put down for you to even disrespect your body like that. You understand me? You ought to have more respect for yourself than to offer your body up like that. What the fuck's wrong with you? I'll let this individual know about themselves and go daddy mode on them. That's authority figure. I consider that to be a major put down what you're doing with your body. And it makes it even worse if you're a parent. You ain't fit enough to be a parent. You got all these other individuals sitting there thinking that it's okay to give you a promotion after promotion after promotion and to sit there and sleep around. It stops with me. You in front of the real deal that don't let the thing between their legs run them. Which is why that thing between their legs ain't gonna run shit when it comes to my authority. That's where they're gonna be met with a serious challenge that they're not gonna be able to sit there and dominate. They will submit. And not through the way that they think, oh, well, yeah, well, I just give this. You ain't giving shit to me. And all these other individuals that followed behind that did this type of activity, are gonna feel stupid. Hella stupid. I'm gonna tell them about themselves too. The fuck are you good for? You wanna be a follower, bruh? You looking awful stupid right now. You looking awful weak to sit there and follow behind what this individual is trying to do to ignore a problem involving children. I don't respect none of you. None of you. What's the matter? This individual ain't been seen to be in the presence of a celibate person? You listening to one right now. A celibate man. Don't need none of that. Don't need pussy, no none of that. It's like a monk mode energy, spiritual monk. The physical features of somebody's outer appearance are not going to bring results to them like they get out of everybody else. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, if I was in a position of authority, it don't matter what division I was in. If I was in a position of authority that was there to serve people, this female right here would get checked by me quickly. Quickly. She'd be her ass out of there. She'd be thinking about her decisions. Put it to you like this individual be doing their job the right way. They wouldn't even think about trying to manipulate anybody else. After I get through telling them what I feel about them, I check this individual. And anybody else that got a problem, they could get it too. They get told about themselves too. What the hell you doing following behind this? You think that this is ethical, bro? All for what? A piece of ass? It ain't that good. It ain't that good. Who else been in them, huh? Who else been doing that? Now I'll get all over 'em. And you think that's ethical to ignore a major problem? Nah, you got your morals, your ethics, and your integrity all screwed up. I'll let them know about themselves. This is what you want to engage in. I'm gonna treat you exactly what you present yourself out to be. You want to be a piece of shit? Well, you're gonna get told about yourself as like the piece of shit you really are. You want to commit piece of shit activity? You want to commit a piece of shit action, and you don't want to sit there and hold a and be accountable for it. You actually think that this is okay to do this? This is nasty. This is disgraceful. You got innocent people out there, bro, innocent youngins that'll be a harm, and you want to sit there and ignore a problem? I have no respect for you. This person right here will get checked real quick. Whoever that Queen of Hearts was that come out my cards earlier, that's an authority figure. That's a Fed, possibly. People like you are rare to come by, sweetheart. I don't know this individual. When it comes to this energy that I felt earlier when I pulled that card, especially clarifying that about a Three of Cups, it's hard to come by people like you. That actually has compassion and understanding that respect yourself. Because I'm getting that this energy, it may not be on my cards right now. This female don't like this energy either. I'm channeling some female agents are not too enthused with what this individual has been doing. And that's good. They have every right to feel that way. I'm sitting here validating the way that they feel about me being upset about what this individual right here has been doing. If they feel irritated and feel like they can't understand things on a logical level, like this don't make any sense, then there you go. Some of them in there are indeed like that energy that I pulled earlier. That was an Earth Angel feminine that's in there. Very emotional and highly intuitive and feminine. All around a loving person. That's why they have that position to start with because they're actually there to protect people. Something's bothering you, that'd be the person that will comfort you and give you support and make sure you're okay. But this is why God's telling this individual to ignore some of these individuals because this is what this is connected to. This individual right here, it's all about money. It's a money racket with the Ten of Pentacles. And you got these individuals that are just doing this for promotion. This is X-rated shit being done. Yes, sexual shit being done with this female, bro. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Guess what? That cycle's gonna close. That cycle's gonna fucking close. Watch. This is gonna get exposed. Are there somebody from another agency or entity investigating this type of activity? This female bribing off individuals, different individuals, to sleep with her, and all to avoid accountability? You're gonna get caught. I'm gonna call this individual. Oh, this individual gonna get caught. And anybody else that entertain this fucking bullshit. Is there another entity, possibly the DOJ, that may be investigating them for this? The DOJ may be investigating it the proper way. I'm getting a calm, chilled energy from the DOJ. It's like a chilled energy. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They're seeing a hell of a lot of bribery taking place and extortion. Five of Wands. Message. Oh, so these individuals are also upset because they keep on ignoring the issue involving children. Oh, so you do have some of these individuals upset that's fighting this, that's not taking money. These are the type of people that's not going to take a bribe. Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. They are enlightened too. With the patient man. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Temperance. It's the Department of Justice that's investigating it. Aha! Told you. The DOJ is involved. The Hermit reverse. Because these individuals are refusing, the ones that's supposed to be looking in to these matters and doing something about this are not doing their job the right way. Uh-huh. Yeah, they are investigating it. The DOJ is aware of this. Yeah, they are. Ten of Wands reverse. The Ace of Swords reverse. They're also aware these individuals continuously, countless amount of times, making a wrong decision and trying to gaslight. They're woke to this. Four of Swords reverse. Queen of Pentacle reverse. They got evidence on a Queen of Pentacle reverse running an illegal business. So this is this Queen of Pentacle reverse that was connected to that marriage earlier. DOJ got evidence on a Queen of Pentacle reverse. And there's other authority figures that are ignoring the problem when it comes to this female doing something extremely corrupt involving trafficking children and a marriage. Knight of Swords. DOJ is going to be taking action, what it looks like. They also are aware of how many times this was delayed, too. How many times this was ran over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's like they would do this over and over and over and over and over, scam and commit fraud, rid the evidence, scam, commit fraud, and rid the evidence with a Ten of Wands reverse. This is a repetitive pattern and cycle that has been done. That's a violation of the Title 34, USC Section 12601. They're able to prove that someone's civil rights has been violated on an aggravated level. The DOJ got these individuals. They're the ones that's doing things the right way. Now, with this energy right here, they're going to get my good side. Shout out to the DOJ wherever they're at. You're needed with this situation bad. Bad. This is the ones you could trust. The justice upright, they do things the right way. And they're woke to all of this with a four sword reverse. There's actions here too. With the Knight of Swords, this is all about these individuals that work in the Department of Justice taking action because of this being delayed for way too long. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, they're woke to that, bro. They're also seeing that something is on hold, and while something is on hold, something is pending, something is continuing to be manipulated over and over and over, involving children. And this is also involving these catfishing accounts, fake pages being made. They're aware of that too. They're aware of a hell of a lot of fraud being committed. I'm also getting the FTC could have possibly alerted them about some fraudulent activity. That would be the Federal Trade Commission. They definitely was able to accumulate evidence on wire fraud, a lot of theft of currency. Yep. It sounds like to me the DOJ is the main ones that are involved now, and they're going to be the ones that take action. Knight of Swords, they're not going to wait around. This is all about quick action. They seen exactly who is connected to what, and they're seeing that all these individuals are refusing to hold a simple Queen of Pentacles reverse accountable. This is a trafficker that has been committing a hell of a lot of federal crimes. They're all over this Queen of Pentacles reverse. The DOJ right now is all over this Queen of Pentacles reverse, and they're also all over some crooked individuals in position of power. They're the ones that's fighting up against us for somebody. Guess what? That's divine intervention right there with the temperance. That's God's authority coming through the DOJ. Didn't I tell y'all I was going to come through a different entity? It's the DOJ that's going to take care of it. Thanks to the DOJ. Your service is greatly appreciated when it comes to this situation, because if it wouldn't be for y'all, then this wouldn't even be cleared up the proper way. Huge shout out to these individuals inside of here that are taking action on the situation with the Knight of Swords and bringing in justice, even though it's been delayed with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. These are the individuals that's not going to sit there and wait around. Why am I getting a genuine energy from the DOJ? King of Swords upright. Look at that confirmation. This is a different King of Swords than what we seen earlier. They're good people in there with the King of Swords. They stand for justice. They stand for integrity, bro. That's confirming why I'm getting a good energy about them. King of Swords upright. Because they do their job the right way. They're not corrupt like this. They do their job the right way. And anybody that's corrupt, they're trying to obstruct justice or obstruct your rights, your civil rights, or obstruct justice, they're going to investigate them. It don't matter if they're higher up or not. They don't care about who it is. If there's a situation being done in order to cause you problems, that's violating your civil rights, committing a lot of fraud, and to try to. There's also theft of money here. This individual stealing money from you. There's way too much federal violations that this individual has been engaging in. And anybody that's connected to this energy right here, bro, are going to go down. Clarify the King of Swords. They do things by the book. I'm also getting they may be very wealthy. Like some of these individuals in there are very wealthy, but they could care less about money. They don't need it. They don't need it. Not when it comes to situations like this. Money don't matter to them. Money don't matter to this King of Swords that's in there. That could be the total of 9 of them that's in this energy. There could be 9 the King of Swords. It's not just one of them. There's 9 King of Swords that's in there possibly. Remember how I channeled earlier? There could be up to the total of 7 to 8 detectives, but could be 9. 9 DOJ people. That could be men. Could be mixing with the feminines too in there, but I'm getting with the King of Swords. There could be 9 men that's in their suits. So why else is a good energy coming off the DOJ's energy? Chariot reverse. There's that Cancer energy again. Because this is all about them having to intervene to stop the situation in its tracks. They're going to be the main ones possible stopping the situation in its tracks. With the Chariot reverse, they're also the ones that can seize these individuals' units too. These authority figures that's been abusing their power, they have a lot of authority to seize their vehicles. But this is all about them stopping this continuous cycle in its tracks. Clarify the Chariot reverse. They know what's been being done with a vehicle situation too, involving someone's car or van, truck. Six of Wands. This could have been done to a public influencer, social media star. So they know a lot about how an individual that's a social media influencer has been going through nothing but obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, dealing with financial hardships, and ain't nobody wanted to step in and protect this person. This is something that they have gotten a lot of information on, and they have been able to validate that this situation is connected to a wicked female earth sign in reverse. That's where the probable cause is, and also to the cycle that don't want to end. That's where the probable cause is at. And these individuals that's been sitting there ignoring this and making a wrong decision to not do anything to stop this cycle, it's gonna go back off on them too. They're fighting this situation for this person. That's what it looks like. Five of Swords reverse. That way this individual can have a peaceful resolution. That way all this conflicting energy can end. They could give a shit less about what these individuals believe in. Oh well, it's they're a celebrity, so they gotta be sacrificed. No, they're not. No, they're not. They could give a shit less what you believe in. You ain't sacrificing a celebrity. No, you ain't. You gonna get the fuck away from it, get your ass arrested. That's what's gonna happen to you. They work hard for their money, and how dare you sit there and violate their civil rights and try to hold them up with the shit that you're doing. You can all go down. That's how the DOJ feels about it. This person has rights in this country, and anybody that has been involved with ignoring this issue and making a wrong decision and not putting this individual in a place of taking them in, they will all be held accountable. A lot of crime has been uncovered here too with the Five of Swords reverse. They feel very strongly about bringing justice to this situation. I can feel it. And with these two cards being in the upright position, it's a confirmation. These are good people in there. I could feel the calm energy. Ain't none of these individuals getting away with continuing with the cycle, bro. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. This is where the probable cause is. They got probable cause on the Earth sign female, Queen of Pentacles reverse. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That keeps coming out. That's connecting her to relentless false investigations being done to someone that's innocent. To commit fraud, scamming, scheming, trafficking. They got numerous amount of evidence on this female. That's where the probable cause is. Why am I getting that? This is where the probable cause is. Because it's being seen, Two of Swords reverse. They see through all this individual's lying and deception. And whoever else is engaging with this to try to cover for them, to lie for them, that's being seen too. Clarify the Two of Swords reverse. Four of Wands. It's also being observed. There's a couple here being observed too. That's in a connection with one another. These individuals that live together, that's in a connection with each other, are connected to this Queen of Pentacles reverse. A Leo. They have evidence on a Leo being connected to this Queen of Pentacles reverse, involving children. Five of Pentacles reverse. They have evidence on someone's son, something being manipulated with someone's son. That's also in a connection. They got you, bro. They gonna get you. They gonna corner you in this situation. Watch, I promise you. You ain't got nobody backing you up and protecting you. Yeah. You may have been successful at bribing off a few individuals. They got some of them in there that's gonna take you in, bro. That's gonna stop this shit. Watch, watch. Queen of Water reverse. Queen of Cups reverse. Yep. They got evidence on these individuals playing victim. There's unfit parents that are coming out. They also got evidence on this individual committing a hell of a lot of feminism. This is connected to feminism. Yep. These are females that like to bash men and control them and abuse them, take advantage of them, take them for what they have. They're all about money. Now, this ain't going for the sweethearts out there. Not none of them. These are some toxic, narcissistic females. They're both coming up again. Look at that. Reverse. Look at that. Manipulate shit exactly. So that's what a probable cause is on a Queen of Pentacle reverse. Could be on a Virgo or a Taurus feminine. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit, that would be Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. And with the Hermit, that's Virgo. But with the fixed energy, out the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse with the Queen of Pentacle reverse, that could either be a Taurus or a Virgo feminine. So give me one last final closing message. They also got evidence on who has been ignoring this problem too. They're gonna roll in, bro. They're gonna fix this issue. I'm telling you. Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles reverse. This person's scared. Nah, this King of Pentacles reverse is scared. Nine of Pentacles reverse. The Fool reverse. The Lovers. Two of Swords. King of Swords reverse. There's that other King of Swords reverse. Five of Swords. The Magician. They wish they wouldn't have. They wish they would have listened to their intuition. Some of them are in the energy right now. They wish they would have helped this High Priestess out. It's a bad investment for these authority figures to do this to this person, bro. Now you got them in the energy to want to apologize. Oh, it's too late for that. Take your fucking gaslighting energy somewhere else because people are aware of what the fuck's being done to this individual right here. Could be a Pisces this being done too. Gemini, Aquarius. Hold on. Click the wrong. Hold on. Click the wrong button. Hold on, y'all. There we go. But yeah, it's just a couple of narcissistic individuals, and I'm getting something very significant about. Could be a couple of feminists. It's not all of them, bro, that believes in that. Like some of them are nurturing and feminine that believe in respecting a man, even though they may have some toxic traits, but they ain't gonna be nothing like no fucking feminist. We're talking about the ones that like to sit there, control shit, put the individual down, and just do all kind of things. They basically swap roles with the dude when a real one ain't gonna do that. Like they're gonna appreciate that man for who he is. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, a dominant man, he ain't gonna put up with none of that shit. He don't want nothing to do with him. He don't give a damn how good they think they look. They ain't worth the fuck to start with. That's how I feel about it. They ain't worth the fuck to start with. They somebody you want in your house. They somebody you want around you. Low quality, bro, on a spiritual level. Ain't got shit to them. So the final closing message is they wish they would have listened to their intuition. Nah, they feel hella stupid. They feel hella stupid. You don't mess with somebody like this, bro. If this is an intuitive person, you don't mess with somebody like this. It's like now these individuals feel like they're around nothing but hidden enemies. They're around nothing but enemies. Ain't none of them worth the fuck to start with, bro. None of them. None of them. That's where their help is, huh? Yeah, you could bribe somebody off and then do all this, huh? To ignore a major problem. You got people that ain't ignoring it though. That's the thing. How's it feel for this individual to know that somebody out there is protecting them that are not connected to any of these individuals? That's the closing message. You want to sit there and sleep around with this family? Go ahead, keep on doing it, bro. Peace.